Seattle Seahawks on the road at the Houston Texans. The Seahawks are 7.5-point road favorites here over the Houston Texans. Total 41.5. Steven, you talk about a week of teasers. This obviously fits so incredibly nicely here because let's just be for real. As bad as the Seahawks have been, the Texans are the worst team in the NFL. They have no players. Apparently the locker room now, we're getting all this stuff about the locker room is breaking up. The GM comes out, doesn't say that Culley's going to be back next year, which means he won't be. So there's just all kinds of things going on here to fade the Texans. You guys know we've been doing this podcast for a couple of years now. I hate the Seahawks. I hate the makeup of the Seahawks. I hate the coaching staff of the Seahawks. I hate everything about the Seahawks outside of Russell Wilson. But with mallet finger, I even hate Russell Wilson. So you know how much I hate the Seahawks, and I think this is a slam dunk teaser leg from 7.5 down to 1.5. I do not see them losing this game to the Houston Texans whatsoever. Tyrod Taylor has been playing so incredibly horrible to the point where he's getting benched and all of that. I mean, everything is going against this Texans team. And so, yes, slam dunk, brain dead teaser leg of the week for the Seattle Seahawks. Steven, I imagine this ended up in your account as well.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Matt, I only have one question about this. This line reopened at the start of the week at 7.5. It hasn't moved. That's freaking me out a little bit, man. Like, you would think that people would be on the Seahawks here against the terrible. Why hasn't this line moved?
Well,
can you help me out?
Yeah, I mean, it's on the other side of a touchdown. And I mean, if you look at the power rankings, right? I mean, yeah, I have the Texans 32nd, but I've got the Seahawks like 25th. You know, I mean, it's not like there's like this huge difference in these two teams, and certainly probably not a touchdown difference in these two teams. I mean, if I had to play this thing straight side, I'd probably take the 7.5 with the Texans, if we're being perfectly honest, but I don't have to do that. They allow me the opportunity to move this thing down to 1.5. And so that's why I went that direction.
Yeah, I'm with you. -1.5 on the teaser leg. It is the lowest total of the week at just 41. Our senior writer Mo Nawara agrees this is one of his teaser legs. You can read his teaser leg analysis on thelines.com right now. And I just want to talk for a minute about how hilarious this Texans team is, because I don't think I've ever seen this in my life covering the NFL. These are the categories the Texans are dead last in. Both DVOA pass and rush offense, PFF pass and rush grade, yards per play, run block win rate, early down success, points per play, dead last in adjusted line yards. You can't get worse than that. Like, that is literally the worst I have ever seen covering the NFL. And now they are spending this week splitting the quarterback reps in practice between Davis Mills and Tyrod Taylor. So now neither of them will get a full week of practice reps to get ready for this game. So yeah, this should go well for Houston this week.
Brad, we get a team, and that's like Steven just mentioned. I mean, they're horrible on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, to historic levels. I mean, outside of all those categories where he said that they're dead last. I mean, they're 29th in adjusted sack rate. They're 27th in pressure allowed. They're 31st in yards per rush, 29th in yards per pass. I mean, they're still in the bottom 3, 4, or 5 in every single one of the other categories that they're not dead last. And so it gets to a point where you look and you say, like, yeah, I mean, Seattle kind of sucks, but Houston really, really sucks. And sometimes you just have to go with that as your handicap for a game.
Yeah. I mean, to Stephen's question last week, obviously the Colts only went off -10 here. Mm-hmm. You can't really push the Seahawks up that much higher. I mean, obviously the -10 proved to be like bet of the year and they won 35-0 or something. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a strong view here. I will just say quickly that the Seahawks, obviously they won that game last week, but that was a pretty fraudulent final.
It was.
They scored 30. They had a 74-yard touchdown on a fake punt. They had another touchdown drive that began at the 28-yard line from an interception. It was actually the 9th worst performance of Russell Wilson's career by expected points added out of 169 starts from Russell. So I think he's definitely improving, with his mallet finger, but I'm not sure they're all the way back yet.
I can't wait because in just a second, we'll be talking some more mallet finger as well.